It's your boy G, Sleepless Garmore, another day under the bless. God is great. We're here with another episode of Mendable Hustler Podcast. And new co-host, Atoro. And he's gonna break it down the topic for today, the main topic for today.
Okay. The topic we selected for today is accountability. We sort of looked through the previous topics that we talked about, and we decided that accountability falls in line with all that we've been talking about throughout the previous podcast, and it just goes well in line with the theme of problems, solutions, and ways for us to hold ourselves accountable when we're not accomplishing these goals or focusing on our problems.
Yeah, so this is a very great topic, and it just goes along with the two main topics that we talked about in the previous episodes. And accountability, holding yourself accountable, it's something that I use on my journey, my self-development journey. It was not easy at all, and it's something that helped me build my routine, which helped me until this day attain so many goals that I achieved so far. So before going further, I just wanted to share a little my story, how I built my routine. I really there was a point in my life that it seemed like my life was going nowhere. It just seems like everything that I was doing, I was just going in a circle. It's like I was going nowhere. I didn't see no progress. I just felt like I was not getting better or anything like that. So I just got tired. I got really tired, and I just wanted to be somebody. I wanted to find a purpose, something to live for. Because when I was younger, basketball was the main thing that I wanted to do. Eat, sleep, play basketball, and repeat, same thing. But I felt like that was great, but as I got older, there was nothing else to live for. But I just knew, looking ahead on my future, I had to. There was something even bigger than basketball, because going to college, playing a role, just seeing so many people ahead of you. I just knew that basketball was not something that was gonna carry me to my purpose, my future. It was great to for younger age to go all the way to playing, to all the way to college was a success. But from there, I just knew I hit a plateau. There was no going further than that. You know what I mean? So I just had to make a decision with myself and really make a decision that, okay, what's next? Because at that point, I had to hold myself accountable. Holding myself accountable to really look deeper. I have a better understanding of what's the main thing that I want to do in my life. What's that thing? So that's when I just started really just, you know what, I'm not going to college. I don't want to go and waste another year of my life. You know what I mean? At the same time, I was struggling on every areas of my life. You know what I mean? I was always a hard worker in terms of working, had a job, but it seems just I had no direction where to head for me to get. I had no goals whatsoever. It was just living every day just like it is. So I created a routine for myself that it helped me to get to where I am today, which is the sleepless grandma routine. It's just literally waking up every single day and just getting things done, everything that I'm supposed to do. Because what is the boring thing behind closed doors that we all know we should do to help us get to the next level? Those things that we know, those boring things behind closed doors that we should do, that we know we should do to help us get or attain, or to help us to be a better person, to achieve our goals. What are those things? Those things are the things that we need to hold ourselves accountable to help us achieve our goals, to help us to be a better person. So I have, before I go any further, I'm gonna let Toro take over from here, and then I'm gonna go over the 4 steps that help me to get to the level I am today.
Okay, so for me, it will be something similar. I wanted to share an experience, not an experience, but an example in terms of like what accountability means to me, right? So for me, growing up, I always looked at individuals who have qualities that I aspired to be, that I wanted to develop myself. And one of these qualities that normally stood out from the rest was basically a responsible person, right? And one key factor in terms of being a responsible person that I came to figure out was accountability. So a responsible person for me held a tremendous amount of accountability upon himself and upon others. So what that meant was basically that this person, whatever it is that this person said, he basically held himself accountable. So if this person didn't accomplish it, he will do exactly it is that he said that he would do if he failed or if he accomplished this thing.
Right.
So for me, accountability is basically your word. So if you give your word towards doing something or towards accomplishing something, and you put in the action, then you're holding yourself accountable. If you don't, or another example is if you happen to, how can I put this? I think I'll just leave it at that. The point that I'm trying to make is, for accountability, your word means a lot, and if you don't live up to your word, then that has little value, and so that has no, then you're a person that has no accountability at all. So that's where I will leave it at that. And that was my example, I guess.
That's great. So my 4 key points that I said I was going to mention that helped me get to the level that I am today. And of course, there's so many more levels that to go, and so many more goals that I have to achieve. But in order for me to get there, I just keep doing the same things that help me get to where I am today. The first one, it's accepting where you are, accepting that you could be wrong, accept the position you are in your life, accept that you're not better than anybody, accepting that you could get better, and you could achieve more than you can ever dream of. So I accepted where I was, at that time when I dropped out of college, just trying to find my way and just trying to find my purpose, and I accepted that there's so many other people that could in the same position that I was, and I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong for me to drop out of college and just try to focus on myself and find myself. And the second point is be mindful. Be mindful, or just knowing your awareness, your environment, the friends you hang out with, like the things that you put in your mind, the stuff that you feed in your mind, your lifestyle. Just being aware. I had to be aware of that. I had to stop stop doing that. A lot of stuff that I was doing, just stuff that I knew it was gonna help me to get to find my purpose, to help me to find a better meaning for myself, to find a better future for myself. And the third thing is, I choose progress. Choose. You have to, the choice of wanting to get better, the choice of that you can get better every day, the choice that there's always room for improvement. The choice that knowing that it would take a while, it would take a lot of work for you to accomplish whatever you trying to achieve, whatever that vision that you have. You just choosing progress. It's like it will change everything once you choosing the progress. And the last thing is taking the action, actually doing the things, right? So that's when I started just waking up super early in the morning, getting to the gym, then work. You know what I mean? After a while, the results just makes you want to do it even more and just go after. Because when we see progress, it makes us do it even more. Then we get addicted. We get addicted because of the results that we get, and then we just want to keep doing. Then you become so, then you hold yourself accountable because you want to get more. You get addicted. You get addicted to success. You get addicted to the results. Either in gym, yourself in general, your life in general, your confidence. You just want to keep getting more. So you hold yourself accountable because you just want more. You just want to get better and better and better. So I just got addicted to it's just getting better every day. I got addicted to self-development, and I got addicted to just be motivated every single day. Then I fell in love with motivating others, just sharing what I learned on my journey to help other people that was probably going through the same situation that I was back when I was just trying to find my purpose. You know what I mean? Now, and that's my passion. That's what I do every single day. Just like try to get better every day. I just got addicted. I'm very addicted to bettering myself every single day, and that's my passion, to help, always to help and share my story, to share my self-development wisdom that I have now, to help somebody that probably going through somebody that's trying to figure out. So this is the 4 steps that helped me to get to the point that I am today in my life. Now I'm a father, I'm a mentor, I'm a role model, you could say, and I'm a co-founder of Sleepless Grandma brand. And I know I just have a great future ahead of me because of the routine that I created for myself. Because I know I can achieve more than I ever dreamed of.
Right, so for me, just going back to what I previously stated, how I looked upon others that I aspire to attain the quality or the skill of being a responsible person, but it wasn't entirely just upon looking at others' behavior and trying to imitate that behavior, but it was also within the environment itself. So from where I came from, growing up was quite hard, so nothing ever came easy. So I basically learned the idea that nothing is ever gonna come easy to you. Nothing's ever gonna be given to you. So as a responsible person and taking accountability for myself, I'm never gonna look upon others and blame them or feel jealousy upon others. I'm always have to work for whatever it is that I want to get.
Yeah.
So it was an important skill that I learned, and I continue to build that skill till today. And so it's very important not to compare yourself upon others, not to feel jealousy, not to blame others for the things that you want to have but you don't have. So that's another thing I wanted to add on towards being an accountable person.
So just accountable, like you never wanna, like, as accountable, it can be used in so many areas in life. Marriage, business, school, sports, like literally anything in general, like accountability. It's just like knowing what you're supposed to do, your homework, practice.
Right. So it's just, for a lot of us, we know what's the right thing to do, but a lot of us need some sort of motivation, need some sort of thing that pushes us to act. But we all know what we have to do, and when you're responsible, when you're an accountable person, you're going to take the actions to get those things done.
Right.
But if you're not an accountable person, you really don't do it.
And if you say you're accountable and you're those kind of people that you wait until people tell you to do it, you're not accountable. You never want to depend on somebody that you have to tell them, oh, did you do the work? And they only do the work when you tell them to do the work, and then they say to themselves they are accountable. No, you're not accountable, because being accountable is doing whatever you know is you're supposed to do. You're not waiting for somebody to tell you to do it. You're not waiting when you're overweight to work out. You have to hold yourself accountable, knowing that if you keep eating unhealthy food, you're gonna gain weight. You're gonna be overweight. So you have to hold yourself accountable. Just, I'm gonna eat unhealthy today, but tomorrow I'll be aware of the things that I'm gonna put in my body.
Like, I like to add on to that.
Yeah.
So, like I said last episode, for me, I like simplifying things whenever I listen to things. So when I hear the word accountable, it's almost like being your own referee, right? So because you know everything that you do, you know everything that you say.
Yes.
So only you can hold yourself accountable. So you as the referee, you constantly look at your actions. You're constantly judging everything that you're doing. And if you don't do what you say, you, the referee, have to act upon yourself and say, hey, you didn't do this, so I'm going to punish you. This is your punishment. And if you don't punish yourself, then you're not really a good referee at all. Your word has no value at that point. Your word is basically the referee. And if the referee is not doing his job, then you're not holding yourself accountable, then nothing is getting done.
Yes. So that just explains everything. Accountability is something that is the key. It's one of the key elements that you need for you to achieve anything in life, or it's a very key. It's a very important key to success, because you need to hold yourself accountable to do the stuff that you know to help you to get to the levels that you aim for. So this topic is great for anybody who's trying to accomplish anything in their lives. It can be literally anything, you know what I mean? Anything. And like myself now as a father, now my biggest job to do is to hold myself accountable, to make sure my daughter grow up to find a purpose, to have a purpose, not to get to the point where I was in college. I felt like that was just too late. It's never really too late, but if you hold your kids, that's something that I learned now from my experience, right? If you hold your kids accountable and helping them to do the stuff that they love, so once they get to that point of making that decision to go to college or university or whatever, they will know what they really want to do. They will know their purpose. They will know what they love.
I don't think it's ever guaranteed that we'll know everything about ourselves by the time we go to college or anything like that. I think the most important part is just to raise our kids as best as we can with the values that we have, the values that we think is best, and they'll go on to make the best decisions going forward, because you know that you tell them the best way, the best things that you have to them.
Yeah.
Everything else is up to them.
Yeah, but like what I'm saying is like, it's just with that experience, it just makes easier for them to find what they love, what they like for my daughter, if she doesn't want to go to college because she falls in love with something that she really want to do, that she feels is the right thing for her, then go ahead and do that, just that, because I'm not gonna stop her doing something that she doesn't want to do, if because school wasn't for me, right? So I felt like just like to find that thing that I wanted to do. It wasn't that. I was just doing that because I just went to college because I wanted to play basketball.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the program that I really wanted to do it wasn't really business, entrepreneurship at the time, right? I didn't really know myself. So I was still trying to figure out things. I shouldn't just go ahead and go to college because of basketball. You know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, so like I think like I'm still a new parent, right? So I don't know everything, but I know once it gets to that point, I will know, I will learn more from my experiences and make her life easier.
Right. I'm not a parent, but I as a kid, for myself, you know, growing up, I can give you like some advice in terms of like kids or even adults. We really never know who we want to be or what it is that we want to be in the future. So for parents, I think for me, what I wanted from my parents provided that for me, which I'm very happy, is they provided the guidance, right? They provided the advice that I needed in terms of going to areas that I wasn't so certain about. And then I made my decisions from there. So for me, I just want them to be guidance, to guide me in the right direction, and I make the decision in the end. And that is something that I think most kids want, because at the end of the day, most of us don't know what it is that we want to be, what it is that we want to do. So as long as we have the support, the trust, and the guidance from the parents, I think that's all that we can hope for.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much what I was trying to say. Just the guidance that I want to provide for my daughter, and go and believe or trust her on the things that she wants to do and the things that she loves to do. So I don't one of the other thing that he mentioned is like I did what my parents wanted me to do. Just go to school, and that pressure made me just rush and go to college. But because in my mind, I can do something that I love, which was basketball. But at the same time, before basketball, there's school, right? So what I chose was not something that I wanted to do. You know what I mean? So I felt like it was a good experience, of course, to learn that, to go to that experience and trying to figure out things. It was fun. But I felt like it can never be a regret. It's part of life. Your experience, the best teacher in life is our own experiences. So it's just it comes to the point, you know, like you have to hold yourself accountable to get where you want to get to. So this is the topic that we had today, which for you guys today. So one of the things that now we're gonna be doing at the end of every topic, they give you a code that has to do with our topic. So the topic, the code that we have today for this topic is the secret of your success is hidden on your daily routine. This code is by Mike Murdoch, and it's pretty straightforward code because the secret of your success or to success is hidden on your daily routine. You know what I mean? Pretty much everything that you do on your daily basis, everything that you do on a daily basis. It's the vehicle, it's the car that's gonna help you get to the goals that you have, the goals you have written down, the goals that you're trying to achieve. So do you have any you want to share about
Yeah, I don't know how to take that quote.
Yeah.
In some ways, I'm taking it differently because your routine don't necessarily point towards your future success. They just point towards where your current habits are, and whether those habits are positive or negative, you don't know. So for me, when I look at it, that I guess I'm trying to make sense of it.
Yeah.
And for me, I would say, try to look at what you're most passionate about, the things that you do the most in life, and try to look at what careers or just what hobby or whatever it is that you can do to turn that passion into some sort of into something that you can do to monetize, I guess. I don't want to say a job, because for a lot of us, whenever we make something into a job, we take the joy out of it, because it's no longer something we do for fun. It becomes something we do every day for money. So I'm just looking at it as whatever it is that you're most passionate about is where you're gonna find true success and true happiness. So that's how I am taking it. I don't quite.
Yes, but even where is the passion, the things that you love to do, if you don't do the right things to help you get to this passion that you have, to make it something that you do it forever. Like let's say your passion is to play basketball, you want to make it to professional league, right? You have to have a routine to help you to get to that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's really the secret. It's hidden on your routine. If your routine is just stay home and be lazy every single day, guess what you're gonna end up? Just being home. Because you don't have the right routine to help you get to whatever things that you want to achieve, the success that you want to have. Right. For you to be a musician, you have to have the right routine for you to keep progressing and be better, so you can one day be signed to a label or anything like that. So you really have to have routine in whatever that you do, whatever you're trying to achieve to have success. You know what I mean? That's pretty the main.
That's where I sort of disagree.
Yeah.
The quote is saying something within your routine.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you know what you're currently doing is positive and will lead you to something successful?
Because we all know the things that we should do, the things that we shouldn't do.
Right.
So if you have routine doing the things that we should do, that we know is gonna help us get to the next level. That's a routine, right? You need to have a routine, doing the same things and over and over for you to achieve whatever you're trying to achieve.
Yeah, but the quote itself does not specify successful routines. It's just saying routines. And that's why I'm trying to replace the word routines with things you're passionate about, because the things you're passionate about is the things you're going to give the most effort for, the things that you are easily motivated to do. And in that case, it can easily lead you to something successful, and that might lead you to a career. And to take back in some of the thing that I say, where you can't find passion in your joy in your job, I'm a little bit wrong with that. Most people can balance their job with passion in that sense as well. They can still have joy in their job. So I just wanted to replace the word routine, because that necessarily does not relate to